Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's absolutely fantastic actions. Welcome actions, dino action. It's going to be a lot of action tonight, but maybe I haven't had enough coffee. Yes, this is the best place for Magic the Gathering, one of the best places for Magic the Gathering dinosaur content. Hopefully all you guys are doing well, had a good Friday, or whenever it is you're watching this. If you watched last night, or if you didn't, maybe you should go back and check it out. Xenagos, God of Revels, fantastic potential. The main idea behind this, of course, with indomitable creativity, World Spine Worm, as I mentioned, a 15/15 trample. And then this makes it a 30/30 trample haste, usually finishing off the opponent in one hit. Scary, but we're going to be making the big scary dinos even scarier, doubling this 16/16. Love it. However, last night, with the Ward 4 cost of Tyrrnax Rex, that was paid somewhat easily. It was all control, pretty much. Control-ish. Kind of rough. That's how it goes. So, I knew I had to do it at some point. Here it is. Back-to-back nights. Carnage Tyrant. Oh, I love Xenagos. Yes, absolutely. It does the trick. I don't see why I would never have it. Dinosaurs, of course, are very big. Maybe Xenagos doesn't make as much sense for some deck that is using other little creatures, potentially. But yeah, very big stuff. Ghalta, maybe tonight I get a double Ghalta, make her a 24. If that doesn't get the job done, that might be win more at that point, or it might be enough to just get the job done. Perhaps I haven't hit the opponent at all, or they've gained a little bit of life. Then that just takes them out. Oh, absolutely. Xenagos, whether I'm playing on my phone, last night it was fantastic. It does the trick. Of course, it is a creature, as I mentioned last night. Marauding Raptor, pretty fantastic. Can reduce Xenagos. Xenagos, when it's sitting in your hand, is a creature. But when it enters, if you don't have that 7 devotion, it's an enchantment. It's kind of weird how that works. You would think maybe it's an enchantment in your hand. That's not the case. That's pretty fantastic. It does certainly see a lot of play in Pioneer, but I think it's going to see a lot of play in my dinos, one of my new favorite all-stars. I mean, I've always wanted to find the best thing to make this thing even better, even scarier. And Tyrrnax Rex as well, the somewhat recent addition. Lovely stuff. I guess it's getting fairly old there. We've had Tyrrnax Rex for a while now. Crazy how time flies. My goodness. Okay. Everything is pretty much the same as last night, roughly. We've got Lukka. We've got Nylea, Keen-Eyed. I just wanted something else to further reduce the dinos to get there a little bit easier. Perhaps I have 4 lands. Maybe it's Castle Garenbrig and 3 Stomping Grounds, perhaps. Boom. 4 mana, Nylea. And then the next turn I play the 5th land. Able to use Castle Garenbrig's ability. Tapping 4, making 6 green, being able to play that Tyrrnax Rex because of Nylea's cost reduction there. Boom. Beautiful. Love it. And of course Nylea is indestructible, so keeping with that theme of hard to deal with ramp or cost reduction, whatever it is, pseudo ramp you could say, and a little bit of card advantage sprinkled in there. There certainly isn't a lot of card advantage. We'll see how that goes. I probably could have had that in a little bit. Well, actually, speaking of having something for a long time, I have to show this. I know you guys may have seen it. Spoilers recently from today. If you don't like spoilers, well, prepare yourselves. The new hulking raptor. I got to talk about it. I got to get it out of my system. Is that the one? No, that's not the one. That's the one. Boom. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I think this is going to be the third big scary dino. This image was, again, from today with the stream reveal for Wilds of Eldraine, Doctor Who, Universes Beyond, or Within, whatever it's called now. And then a little bit of artwork and lore behind the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Looking at this, I would bet it's at least a rare or a mythic rare. I don't think they'd use such fantastic art for a common. And you see that armor and stuff all over its back. It makes you think of Carnage Tyrant in the art right there, or just look up the art. It's got pieces all around it. I'm thinking it has some sort of ward cost. Hopefully. Maybe it has hexproof like Carnage Tyrant. Maybe it's a mini Carnage Tyrant, or it's even bigger. Perhaps it can be countered. That's sometimes rough, but it's got to be massive. Perhaps it is bottom heavy, so more toughness than its power. Hulking Raptor makes me think, ooh, tough. Still lots of power, but that is scary stuff. Not quite as scary as Tyrrnax Rex, potentially. I don't know. Wouldn't want to be staring that down. Hopefully it has an entrance animation like Carnage Tyrant. Oh, they're going to be great additions. Absolutely. We already have so many fantastic ones. I think they have been pushed over the edge. Dinos in general. They can do so many fantastic things. Control has an absolute nightmare. When you start out with 12, count them, 12 big scary dinos, shifting not so big. That can't be countered. Don't have to worry about some pesky stuff. And you don't need a whole lot of protection. Of course, it is nice to have it for the cheaper stuff, Regis or Alpha as well. But if these things potentially can't be targeted whatsoever, you just get the job done in the face of a lot of stuff. Removal, whatever. It might not be controlled. They might have some general kill spells. Go for the throat, of course. Well, you can't take out Carnage Tyrant. You might have enough for Tyrrnax Rex, of course, with the treasures that Rakdos can make, the goblins. Maybe they have 5 mana, including 1 treasure, and the goblin attacks, and then they completely tap out, also sacrificing their 2 treasures, taking this guy down, sadly. Of course, it is nice when they tap out. It might allow us to do something big on the next turn. Yeah. Lots of lovely stuff. Lots of lovely interaction. Lukka, of course. Xenagos, of course, synergizing with Lukka. We make Tyrrnax Rex 16 or Carnage 14 if it's still sticking around after combat. Boom. Lukka, -4. Smoke everything that's left. Perhaps the opponent concedes right there. But I think we'll jump into the match. Like I said, nothing too different. Ripjaw Raptor for that card advantage. If we're going to face something aggressive, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Of course, back to nature. Keeping it in. As always, pretty much. Brotherhood's End. Anything aggressive. Artifacts. Bouncers. Beatdown. Now that is a pretty big change, I would say. I've been facing lots of black-related stuff. Specifically that Grixis variation. Hidetsugu and Kiari. Actually, I'll show it for you guys here. I despise it. One player in particular, it's rough stuff. Maybe I typed it right. No, I don't even have a single copy. Actually, it's black. What am I thinking? Yes. Okay. Yeah. This is it's been painful, this nasty combo deck. Usually it is Grixis colors, red, blue, and black. When Hidetsugu and Kiari, I'm probably butchering that, enters the battlefield. Draw 3 cards, put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. When this creature dies, they exile the top card, and we lose life equal to its mana value. So they have lots of big, costly spells. They might not even ever be able to play these spells. Stuff that costs 10, 8, 9, even higher. Magma Opus I've seen in the deck, but it's nasty. Sometimes they have to tap out to play this, and they don't have any way to sacrifice it. Often they use some sort of their own spell to sacrifice it, draw some cards, make some treasures. So if we can hit this, we take it out. Again, Bouncer's Beatdown. Take a quick... Oh, where is it? Where is it? Scroll. A little bit slow. Sometimes Arena lags a bit. Bouncer's Beatdown deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Of course, we only have to deal 4 to that creature, so Topiary Stomper, love it. Shifting. Marauding Raptor might have pinged something, you know. Xenagos, of course, is going to make something a whole lot bigger than 4. But Bouncer's Beatdown exiles the creature. If it would die, so it doesn't actually die, it gets around death triggers like this specifically, which is pretty sweet. It just goes away forever, and that ability, that part of this creature never happens. I don't know. I faced it a bit. Of course, Bouncer's Beatdown to take out Sheoldred or Greasefang. If we face Greasefang, we've got a pretty darn fantastic thing against it. Yes, Breach the Multiverse. Big as well. It would be pretty interesting if I do face that deck, but they have some searching, digging, and milling cards, and it is pretty devastating. They also have Sheoldred, so they just jam-pack a lot of good stuff in black and red and blue, and yeah, it's problematic. You probably only have 1 or 2 turns, potentially. When that creature lands, the next turn they would untap, sacrifice it, reveal the top card, and it's going to be something big. And you may just be dead, especially if they've hit you a few times. You might not quite be dead, but they certainly could finish you off pretty easily with some damage-based spells. Breach the Multiverse is scary. Oh, oh. I think you're the good luck charm right now. You said, as you say, nice hand. It infinitely gets better with that 3rd land. I thought I'd give it a go. We got at least 2 plus a bunch of stuff for 2, but now with this 3rd one, I mean, we're off to the races. We'll probably see Huntmaster go down. It could be Greasefang. They could be going a Grizzly Salvage. That was on the tip of my tongue. Oh, okay, well, maybe they don't have a 3rd land. We're not dead yet. Get that concede button ready. We get skulls. Oh. Well, it was an okay hand. Of course, Greasefang can't do much against it. Bouncer's Beatdown. I literally just mentioned maybe a minute ago. Could be good. Certainly not a very helpful when... oh, no. Used Timber Crown. We almost got messed up with the auto tapper there. It used my 2 red sources. Gotta leave Karplusan Forest there for this. We're not dead yet. But we certainly could be. They don't have any other vehicles in the graveyard yet. Grizzly Salvage getting Essicas, potentially. It is survivable. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. You know. No instant speed interaction to help. Maybe try another turn, perhaps. I need that cost reduction to potentially get Carnage Tyrant next turn. Well, they don't have any other... Well, they have another Essicas. Yikes. Nah. We're not winning this one. But I'll play Shifting, play Marauding, see what happens. I don't think we're winning this one, that's for sure. I'll attack with the 1 Marauding. I imagine a cat would block. Might as well. Or 2. Okay. I do break a Marauding Raptor lock. Of course, I can't play Carnage Tyrant next turn, potentially. I would hope I draw the 4th land. We're getting A little bit closer to a quarter of the way through. Still 49, but... Okay. Well, maybe it was survivable for a turn there, perhaps, but not so. Okay, Bouncer's Beatdown it is. Unfortunate. Greasefang, sometimes they do their turn 3 thing, cheating out a vehicle. Just how it goes. There's not a whole lot you can do against it. Of course, I wouldn't normally start off with Bouncer's Beatdown or Graveyard Hate. I could start off with single target instant speed interaction, fighting related, red related, at least dealing 3. That would be good. A braid is kind of nice, but I like to get rid of the thing completely. We don't have to worry about them getting Greasefang back from the graveyard because Bouncer's Beatdown does exile. Okay. Do I really need Lukka? Well, of course, Lukka could take out a lot of little kitty cats. That might be nice. Ghalta? Nylea. I kind of like trimming Nylea. Yeah. Let's go with that. Yeah. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. To my detriment, unfortunately. I know how bad it is not starting out with it, and at the very least. Oh yeah, of course, Dinosaurs not solved at all. If you can solve Dinosaurs, if there is a best list, I don't think there is. It's not like Rakdos mid-range. Oh, it's always the same thing, for good reason. Bread Tithe, Blood Tithe, Harvester for 2, and Fable of the Mirror Breaker, all those lovely bodies. Of course, this seems reasonable. Maybe we get a little bit more to happen, and they don't get to turn 3 greasy reanimation. Non-creature, non-land. Wow. Sadly, we have to lose Lukka. It is pretty fantastic with that duress. We get to save the turn 2 Marauding. Either they fill their graveyard, or they kill Marauding. They might have Grizzly salvage for 2. Well, let's see what they do. Oh. Oh my. This could be good. I'm actually going to go Domri. That ramps me potentially. Okay, there. Okay. Paulo, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. Yeah, I'm doing well. Loving dinos as always, all the time. Having a good time. Chatting with you guys. Showcasing that new card art for Hulking Raptor just revealed today from Lost Caverns of Ixalan. And if we can make this happen, make it work, it's going to be good. Domri, of course, getting us another one ahead. Tyrrnax Rex is reduced to 6. Nuts. Yes, Domri is a pretty darn fantastic Swiss Army knife, of course. Do want the hasty maybe. You know what? Huntmaster plus shifting. I could have gone for hasty shifting Ceratops. I had 5 mana. But I like this because we could still get Tyrrnax Rex. They might use removal on shifting instead because it's more scary, which would allow us to get you-know-who. Yeah, Domri is beautiful. Well, they're not doing their thing this turn, so that means they may just be dead. Oh, well. We're going to get them. Lights out. Oh my goodness. Tyrrnax Rex, you gotta be. That's unfortunate. Well, yeah, they just have Ezka's Chariot. Hopefully they don't get Greasefang. We're gonna fight the lovely Rafine Gonna do a bunch of damage coming up here, and might as well attack with Marauding. Of course, it is 1 more damage than Huntmaster. Cross your fingers. Oh, okay. Yeah. I could fight Greasefang when it comes down. I would imagine, you know, they would cheat out that Ezeka's Chariot at least once. But still, removing the Greasefang. We would have had to contend with Can't Stay Away, unfortunately. It would have cost 5, and they weren't at 5 yet. So maybe we were safe for a few turns if we had fought Greasefang, and they would have reanimated it. But yeah, some ways to get rid of it. Hopefully, you can do it at instant speed, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. 4, 8 total pieces of interaction. Pretty good. Specifically, Lukka, I like. Taking out a lot of those little cats if they get Ezeka's Chariot. The angels, potentially. 4/4 vigilance. We might have a creature with 8 power, so we could at least get rid of those pesky things. Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. You saw it doing its thing right away, and then you see how it just doesn't do its thing. So if you sprinkle in a little bit of hate that can help against Greasefang, it shouldn't be too much of a problematic matchup. You should have a reasonable chance if you have something that can be good against it. Whether it's graveyard hate or not, I still think simply smacking Greasefang, exiling Greasefang is pretty good. Well, let's see if we live. It is nice to finally see Xenagos here. Ooh. No vehicles. Oh, you gotta love that. Oh. That's beautiful stuff, seeing a Duress and a Thoughtseize go into the graveyard. Well, we've got a little bit of time still. Going to be ramping to Lukka next turn. Oh, okay. Ouch. Hit him for 1. Huntmaster ain't blocking anything there. Slamming down. It is unfortunate. If I had Bouncer's Beatdown, would have been pretty lovely. Of course, they would have gotten rid of Bouncer's Beatdown with Thoughtseize, but maybe they didn't have Thoughtseize, so they would have just played Greasefang. Yeah. We're not dead yet. We still could do something next turn. Sky Sovereign, they're getting out next turn. We got to be careful of. Maybe we can surprise them. No, we're not surprising them. I mean, they don't have a Can't Stay Away. Lukka, Topiary. Nah, the Angels finish us off. Unfortunately. If only we had Carnage Tyrant, 7 power. Could have maybe taken out Greasefang plus one of the Angels. Maybe would have been safe. I was going to do the Lukka minus, but yeah, I didn't have anything with reach. We were at 7. And the Angels had a total of 8 power. Flying. Nothing I could have done about that, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a hard matchup. I'm always happy to face it. Crazy to hear somebody say they enjoy facing Greasefang. It's fun. It's like, ooh, are they going to do their thing? Are they not? If they do their thing on turn 2, it is a pretty quick match. You know, there's nothing differently you could have done. Sean Emmon. I feel like I've played this person before. Maybe last night. Is it Indomitable Creativity? Shock. Is it Wizards? Is it Izzet Drakes? Okay. Whenever they cast spells, the Drakes get bigger, stuff like that. Well, they're tapped out, which is lovely. Huntmaster at least survives until it comes around to their turn. Beautiful. Oh, they're starved. Their mana's screwed, starved. Love it. Okay, okay. We got a lot of options now. Marauding first. Almost missed that. Plus Topiary Stomper here. Hopefully we're taking out the Sprite Dragon. The opponent just unfortunately didn't hit. Hopefully I didn't wake up my daughter with that. That was loud. My goodness. Whew. Alright, alright. This could be okay. Maybe they play another Sprite Dragon and Lukka takes down both of them before they get too big with all those counters. Oh, I like it. They're only doing at least one more. Play that Soul Scar Mage. Oh boy. I know what I'm doing. It has to be done. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Take out multiple things and I'm still at least left with this after I do the -4. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. That's perfect. Topiary, 4 power, the exact damage I needed to cripple them. Oh. They have to expend some resources to take out Lukka. They may not want to do that, so maybe he's just left to ramp next turn, which would lead to Tyrrnax. Okay. Okay. Doesn't quite lead to Tyrrnax Rex. Oh, no, it still could. Oh. Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Ramp for 2. Woohoo. Marauding Raptor for 2. We're left with 6. Tyrrnax Rex is reduced to 6, so this is that's what you want to do. Boom. Thank you. Thank you, T-Rex. Woo. Woo. I don't think they're going to kill us from 12, but you never know. Yes, very nice indeed. Or I'm not going to draft Commander Masters this weekend. Usually, well, it's hard to get to a draft or F&M Pioneer Night, just because I do have the 2 young kids. Daughter who's 3.5, a son who is 7 months, 7 and a bit months, almost crawling. Oh, that's pretty good. But yeah, I put my daughter to bed every night, starting the process around 7. And sometimes it takes a while. So that's prime time for drafts, stuff like that. Yeah. So usually it just will never work. My mother or somebody else would have to be up. But I hope to eventually do some draft. Hopefully Lost Caverns of Ixalan draft at least. Of course, Commander Masters, hopefully I would get that alternate art Zakama. Oh, that is stunning. Stunning stuff. I guess in the draft, that alternate art wouldn't be in there, but still. Might buy the collector booster, I believe where it is. I featured that art a couple nights ago in the thumbnail. Love it, love it. But, what do we want to do? What do we want to change against Izzet Drakes? Rending Volley? Well, sometimes that can be pretty good against those blue-based, partially blue-based Drakes. Ripjaw Raptor, I kind of suspect and feel that would be nice. Maybe. We do have the Soulscar Mage, so I don't actually... I'm kind of worried about the Soulscar Mage. I'm actually going to trim Huntmaster completely. Brotherhood's End. Oh, very, very nice. Very nice indeed. As the camera, man. It is nice that Zakama got reprinted, downshifted to rare, unfortunately for mythic rare. But very nice for the price. Have to mulligan quite a few times, unfortunately. Sending 2 of the costliest things to the bottom. It's going to be quite reasonable finally. Hopefully they don't do too much. We could potentially get to T-Rex with the Castle Gambrig, the ramping from Topiary. It might be fast enough. Nothing for 2, sadly. Of course, there is only 4 things for 2. Since I did cut Huntmaster, I felt for sure, definitely being on the draw, that Huntmaster would go down to one of many pieces of removal. Topiary being countered here, I think. Ooh, not. That's exciting stuff. Okay. This is very good. They are expending resources on Topiary Stomper that was doing nothing for at least a few more turns. I could not attack or block. That's fine by me. Of course, they wanted to get some stuff into the graveyard for Pateramanders. Pateramander. I'm going to try for Topiary. It might, cross your fingers, get us. Oh, wow. We get T-Rex next turn. Let's do it. Let's go. Yeah. Now, Wizards of the Coast doing some good stuff. Downshifting some of the pricey cards. I think it's a pretty fantastic product. Got a lot of nice stuff. And I like the awesome alternate art for a lot of the cards that they made. It's good. Not that I play Commander basically at all. Oh, weird. Okay. Adapt 4. Well, that could be problematic. It could have if I didn't do this. Smoke them. I don't want to have to worry about those. Phew. Phew. It might have run counter spells. Perhaps not, but I think I should have taken that chance when I took that chance. I'm going to do this and hope for the best. They're not playing a whole lot. They played the Spray Dragon quite late. Of course, you wanted to play Spray Dragon as early as possible. Hopefully on turn 2, and then you can get the benefit of casting a bunch of non-creature spells, putting those counters on it. I think we might be okay. It is. Certainly the price has, rightfully so, turned people off. It's a little unfortunate, but yeah. Well, singles are where it's at. Of course, if you're drafting, maybe that's still getting a little expensive because the draft itself would be, well, have to be pretty expensive, huh? Oh. Oh, beautiful. Haste is where it's at. Get the job done. I don't care what price Lost Caverns of Ixalan is. I am buying a collector booster. I'm going to open up at least a box on my stream here. Yeah. Well, they did. I think so. Oh no, they couldn't have blocked. Well, I guess they could have. They couldn't have blocked shifting Ceratops because shifting has protection from blue. The Drake was part blue, so it would have gone down to Tyrrnax Rex if that's what they wanted to block. But yeah. That protection from blue is pretty sneaky, I must say. Is it Indomitable Creativity with Torrential Gearhawk, which I think may be the most scary variation? Potentially. Oh yes, they didn't know, huh? They misplayed it a few times, I think, with just taking out the Topiary Stompers. I might have left those alive for maybe something else. Yeah, it's strange. Maybe people do different stuff because dinos aren't super common. Certainly seeing lots of big, hard to deal with stuff. I always wonder what goes through people's heads. Usually you'll never know. But I think they were pretty benefited. Of course, Huntmaster dies to so much of their removal. Things could have got so slow, and lots of flying, as Drakes often have. I guess maybe all Drakes have. difficult. With Shifting Ceratops, the only thing that's able to stop that. Now the question becomes, what do we got going on here? Naya mid-range tokens. Probably Naya Tokens. This could be rough. Problematic, especially when Fable of the Mirror Breaker starts copying Voice of Resurgence. I don't want that to happen. Voice of Resurgence, when it dies, they make a token. So the token of Voice of Resurgence sacrifices itself with Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Reflection of Kiki Jiki, and then they make a token with the token's ability. And that token doesn't go away. I don't know, it's a lot to wrap your head around, but it's rough. I'm just going to attack with Huntmaster. I'm going to do as much damage as possible. Regis or Alpha next turn. Maybe they get nice and super aggressive. I didn't want to block Voice of Resurgence, and I think there could be a good chance they take somebody out. They take Shifting out. I think they have some removal. But there's the Skyclave Apparition. Yeah, definitely Naya mid-range or something. Leyline Binding, potentially. Reduced to 3 with the 3 types of lands. Actually, they only have 2 with the Sacred Foundry. Oh my God. Well, I'm glad I did get a little bit of benefit from that. Now, I could go Lukka, up him to 4, which would draw 4 towards... no, I'm just going to go Regis or Alpha. I'll wait until I can actually play Lukka for the full 5 and then do the -4. We might just be dead. Of course, it does seem like, yeah, Brotherhood's End is going to be pretty fantastic. We're going to have to keep an eye on that Skyclave Apparition, though. Oh, absolutely. I mean, Lukka is removal for multiple things. Partially why I like it, plus the ramping makes a creature a lovely Swiss Army knife, kind of like Domri, so maybe upping Domri Anarch of Bolas a little bit. Ramps, fights, powers up. Lukka does that as well, or just straight up cheap interaction based around a creature or not. Can we make something happen? Regis or Alpha is 2 bodies. Voice of Resurgence. No. Lair of the Hydra. Regisaur could block. Yeah, that's not good. Actually, we're going to play this, and we're going to see if they realize that another Skyclave Apparition can't exile Regis or Alpha or the token. It's non-token, permanent creature, whatever, with a mana value of 4 or less. They might do that. We're still basically dead, I would assume, but you never know. You never know. They might make a hiccup, as the previous opponent did, I think. I don't like that.
Drivers, start your engines.
Odd. Really strange why they wouldn't kill us. It's very strange. Oh yeah, play with fire, lightning strike, absolutely. I think a braid, if I had to choose, it would probably be a braid, just because a braid is fantastic for creativity. You're either killing the creature that creativity is targeting, or you can take out the treasure that creativity targets, or the clue, whatever it is that destroys a creature or an artifact. Basically any creature they do target. We do have to block something though. Taking out the goblin, of course that Voice of Resurgence is going to sacrifice itself anyways. Might as well take out this token. Oh. Okay. So we are dead. Yeah. Well, we learned a lot about what the opponent is doing. So that is why they only attacked with certain things. Yeah, that's okay. Wandering Emperor, of course, I guess, is something to consider. It is a fantastic planeswalker. If you're in white, probably makes sense to use it, especially with all their creatures. Putting a counter on one of them, and that creature gains first strike. And it's a +1, so each turn. Lovely. A little bit of removal. Exile, of course, is very scary stuff. Okay, I don't know. I don't think I should bring in Brotherhood's End. It's not going to do really anything for me in this matchup. It's not going to kill much. Nah, I'll leave it out. That's a joke. In case you're wondering. That's coming in. Big time. And Ripjaw Raptor. All their somewhat little creatures. Naya Tokens. I guess you could... Yeah. I guess I would consider it Naya Tokens. We're going to smoke them, though. Tyrrnax Rex? Well... Maybe take that out. The costlier of the big scary dinos. It seems like to make some treasures a decent bit of ramp potentially, so they could pay that Ward 4 cost. We got to trim something somewhere. I still like Lukka. Maybe one Xenagos. Lukka. Yeah, like the looks of that. Yeah, I know. It's taken practice. Just naturally straight-faced, I could explain. I could sell anything and make it sound good. You name it. It's kind of cool, like a skill. Ugh. That hand is, well, it's definitely not good. A quarter shield, one of the best new equipments, basically the best new equipment, recently added in Explorer Anthology 3. It costs 0. You can't get better than 0. It gives Vigilance, which is very good on Topiary Stomper, so a quarter shield on Carnage Tyrant, the opponent would concede immediately. Doesn't matter what life total they're at. I'm excited to use it maybe tomorrow. I'm going to feature the art. I'm going to mulligan before I forget. Yeah, that's also rough. It is nice to see the sweeper. Of course, I do have to get to 2 sources of red. Otherwise, we may be dead. Crunchy peanut butter is fantastic. Peanut butter already has fiber, but with the crunchy, it goes down rough. It works with the digestion. All those peanuts, it's smooth, it's crunchy. You get the best of both worlds. And you get extra fiber, which everybody needs fiber. More fiber. Pretty much everyone doesn't get enough. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Sometimes I make it work. It's pretty crazy. It's always rough. This is at least maybe doable. Of course, there are going to be some games, some matches. I think, as we all know, they just don't go your way. You can't do anything. You can't mulligan forever. You would hope to see at least 2 lands with 22. That's probably my favorite. Oh! Well, there you go. I'll get there. I got there with the lands. Of course, no Brotherhood's End. Now, can I hope for a 4th? They don't have instant speed removal, which is pretty nice, but now we're going to smoke them good. Wait until Fable flips into... Oh, we got the 4th land. Woo. Get a source of green, just in case. Keep the sources of green nice and healthy. Excuse me. Just because shifting is 2 green, Ripjaw is 2 green, Topiary is 2 green, I can be caught out if I grab mono red sources. It's not a pretty sight. Yes, not too bad indeed. I think We'll get him. Get him good. Of course, Brotherhood's End hitting Planeswalkers as well. Maybe they play that Wandering Emperor. Ooh. I love it. You got to do something at some point. Elish Norn. Oh, the good old Vivian Monsters Advocate, which, well, we can't quite take out. Almost take out. Let me think. That thing would have to block Marauding. It would be 6 power, actually. They want to preserve her. Correct. That's a tough one. I kind of like Regis or Alpha, come to think of it. Yeah, I'm just going to go Regis or Alpha, get Vivian down to 1. And we'll still take her out when we almost certainly use Brotherhood's End next turn. We'll be left with Regisaur and Topiary Stomper. But yeah, definitely with the token, making it 6. They certainly were going to preserve it, so we dropped her down a bit. Reflection, of course, is flipped, so now I definitely want to use Brotherhood's End to smoke them. Boom. Imagine I'll play some more creatures this turn, so Brotherhood's End should be getting some pretty good value. Nah, just making creatures, that's okay. Fine by me. Maybe they do. Maybe they have some indestructible something. I want to see what's up. Okay. They just wanted the treasure, potentially. Ooh. I can actually use Lukka to take out things. I can preserve my token. I can take out Reflection and Voice of Resurgence. I kind of like that. Actually, Reflection and Vivian. Yeah, let's do it. That's gonna be nice. I hope. Oh, do they? Okay, that's good. They could have flashed in Wandering Emperor, maybe. Putting a counter on Reflection, getting it to 3 toughness, surviving the 2 from Lukka. Okay, well, we've drawn out the Wandering Emperor. That could be very good. Brotherhood's End, of course, is gonna... Well, wasn't gonna take her out. I guess, yeah, that makes sense. They have a creature. They're gonna make it first strike. Painful. Yeah. Perhaps it could have been. Can't go back now, unfortunately. Kind of would like to. Yeah, that thing getting bigger. Bigger and bigger and bigger. I should have waited a second until you replied. Nuts. Now we can take out the token. We'll wait for Marauding. Nah. See what they do. Could be good. Okay, we got something done. Took out some stuff. That token's going to be a little problematic, but another Brotherhood's End could be pretty sweet. Taking out Wandering Emperor finally next turn. Now maybe it'll work. I do like having 2 of them at least. Maybe we see a 3rd one. Who knows? Oh, That's not so great. Okay, imagine Wandering Emperor is going to put a counter on Nuts, the Beast. Out of range once again from Brotherhood's End. Oh, more lands. We don't need more lands, but we do turn on Topiary Stomper, which is also pretty good. It's fantastic. It is the most important thing in the world. No question about it. You need more kids to have more world. The continuation, the circle of life, you could say. I always knew I'd be happy to have kids. Wanted them. It's nothing too crazy. Of course, I make this work. Certainly seems pretty rough. Definitely. You would think having 2 kids, having 1 kid would mean you don't get to do these sort of things. But if you want it bad enough, I certainly want it bad enough. I could sleep right now. It's 11 p.m. my time currently. I just love this. I love doing this for myself, for you guys, having a good time. Over 400 live streams, and that's not including the regular episodes. I'm going to try for Vivian and Wandering. I'm going to see what we draw out, what we make them do. Good. They might suspect something. Oh, they did it. Oh, no. Yes, no, yeah, oh, huh. They were wise. Yeah. I probably should. No, I'm not going to take a Wandering Emperor. Never mind. Yeah, no, it is, having kids is lovely. There's nothing better than it. Of course, still do your favorite stuff, whatever it is. Magic, reading books, make time for that. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's necessary. It's lovely. Sometimes it's hard, but it's very rewarding because you get to raise another being. You get to craft it, teach it, spend time with it, maybe teach it Magic the Gathering or whatever game it is you're playing. And that's the best feeling in the world. Oh, it's just the best, simply. Some good, some not good, but you get the job done. Just as Ripjaw Raptor is going to be pretty darn fantastic. Don't exactly want to sweep with Brotherhood's End. Of course, that beast is going to get bigger, sadly. We might not get the job done at all. I think that's probably going to be the case. Too bad we can't rewind the clock. Oh yeah, absolutely. Sometimes I show you guys on the monitor. I don't actually have it beside me tonight. But I put her to bed, I make the thumbnail, and I hop on. Sometimes that's the only time I have to make the thumbnail. Right before I start the stream, and then I schedule it. Sometimes I pass out on the couch because I'm tired. And then I wake up and I make the stream, and it's super late. Most of you guys are asleep at that point. And we're not going to be putting this opponent to sleep, unfortunately. Ugh. Too little, too late. Yeah. They're at least left with that beast, and then Lair of the Hydra would finish us off, so rough. Yeah. Sometimes if my daughter hasn't had a nap, she goes to bed really early, really easily. She doesn't even need a book. I know. She doesn't need a book at all. I just take her in. I get into her big girl bed. I don't really fit in her big girl bed. I have to curl up my legs basically down to my knees and stick my legs out to one side, and that's what she wants. That's what I like as well. But sometimes she just falls right asleep, and it's pretty sweet. Delighted halfling. Maybe we'll get a dinosaur in Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Come to think of it, we don't have a dinosaur that, I guess, taps for mana. We do have some dinosaurs that grab lands, but it would be kind of neat if there was a dinosaur that ramped. Oh, well, we'll see. I would be delighted, as that halfling is delighted, as having kids brings me delight. Oh. People going off to college, having kids, whatever it is, big changes, that's for sure. Sometimes it's hard to deal with. Nobody really likes change, I hear, but you get through it, you grow from it. Definitely, definitely. Of course, if something taps for 1 mana, that's pretty good, but the cost reduction potentially has, well, you could cast multiple things. Huntmaster reduces all dinos. If you're playing multiple dinos in a turn, it's kind of like Huntmaster tapped for 2 mana. Keep that in mind. It doesn't always happen that you're playing multiple things. Of course, with this particular variation, I'm not using much, really any card advantage, which again is not the greatest. We'll do this tonight. We all know we love to draw cards. Who doesn't love to draw cards? And hope that they don't do anything funny to Huntmaster. They've got blue. Who knows what it is? It could be that Indomitable Creativity, or they bounce it. Fading Hope. Maybe. The thing to make a clue. I forget its name. For 1 blue. Who knew? Pterosaurus, how's it going? How's it going? You're here. Good stuff. Haven't done a whole lot yet. Of course, mono blue thing in the ice. Or is it? Is it TITI, as they call it? Huh. I don't know. Guess it might have a counter spell. We're going to try for Lukka for 4. And hope that's not the case. No counter spell. No counter spell. Pretty much guaranteed to be a counter spell. Yeah. Secrets of the Key. Yes, yes. Yeah, Jawari Disruption. Censor. I figured something like that was going to happen. Well, hopefully we get to the 5th land next turn. Thing in the Ice might flip, bounce everything. But Thing in the Ice, I mean, it is only a 7/8. If we could land Tyrrnax Rex after it's flipped, well, that's it's bigger. An 8/8 is better than a 7/8. I don't know if you asked about Audacity. No. Huh. I definitely could see myself trying it. Yeah. It's a little bit unfortunate. Just getting another Lukka. If we had gotten the land, we would have gotten Carnage Tyrant down, although Woken Horror would have flipped. Yeah. Just stumbled a little bit. Of course, I could have mulliganed that first hand. It was very rough and scary. And sometimes you, you don't make it happen, even if you have very good stuff against one particular thing. Yeah, I could like Audacity, Tyrrnax Crown. Actually, if we want to go back to Rivals of Ixalan, 1 in a red enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you attach it to a creature, but you deal 1 damage to that creature. So of course the classic play, Marauding Raptor, boom. You ping it, you draw a card, it gives the creature it's attached to +3/+0 in trample. A little bit better than Audacity. You're also drawing a card when you attach it to Ripjaw, kind of like what Audacity does. Of course, you're not always going to be drawing a card, but I have loved Tyrrnax Crown. It is a common, so hey, that's pretty good. And it is fantastic in foil. But yeah, Audacity. I think I should try it out. Anything that can give Marauding Raptor trample when it's big, Excuse me. It is good. It is very good. Sometimes I've had Marauding Raptor to a 10-3. Certainly not with this variation, but yeah. Brotherhood's End doesn't make a whole lot of sense. 3 damage does not take out TITI. They just have a lot of counter spells. I don't think Shifting Ceratops is going to be good. Nah. This deck is mono blue, it seems. No. Yeah, keep it like that. Yes, definitely an enchanted dinos deck. Perhaps that could be a nice spin. Certainly package that Tyrrnax crown with Ripjaw Raptor. Going to be super satisfying. Slap it on Rotting Regisaur. Hey, +3/+0 and trample. That's pretty big. You make anything scary. Ranging Raptors. 2 and a green for a 2/3. Whenever it's dealt damage, you search for a basic land. Tyrrnax crown. You make Ranging Raptors 5 power, trample. You get a basic land, and then you can attack. And the opponent is going to feel pretty bad if they block Ranging Raptors. Currently sitting at, well, they only need to deal 2 more damage. But do they really want to? And give you another land. You've already got one from the ping, then you get another one. If they block and take it out, and they might still take some damage because Ranging Raptors is trample and that 5 power. And this hand is pretty fantastic. Shifting Ceratops is very, very weak to blue, easy to target for that specific color, and I was almost going to cut it against this deck. Nah, I'll keep it in, just for you guys. It's not really going to help. Hopefully Domri, Anarch, or Bolas, though, does enter next turn. They could have 2 untapped with Jawari Disruption, Censor, all those things, so could be a good chance we don't see it. Maybe I get Marauding, I play that, I dodge the Censor and the Jawari. Oh my goodness, we get maybe we don't. Spell Pierce. Oh! Hashtag pre-recorded. There you go. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Makes me cry, shed a tear. Haughty Jin. Okay, well, I'm just going to play Regisaur Alpha, and I'm going to smack him with Regisaur, of course, the Djinn. I always like calling it Djinn. Pronouncing the J, or the D. The D is usually silent. It's fun pronouncing silent things, because maybe the silent things shouldn't just be in there at all. Djinn. Like Salmon. Thing in the ice. Well, we get them. They're basically dead. Now let me think. Domri with the token could take out the Djinn. Actually, I just play Domri and I attack with Regisaur and the token. Anything that blocks them dies, and whatever's left fights, and they have no creatures. What you gonna do? Djent. No. Never listened to Djent. Oh, this is stunning. Of course. Love it. Beautiful. Their backs against the wall. Be scared. Domri is down, so well, Xenagos hopefully enters next turn. Can't be countered. Djent. Ugh. Not another one. This is bad. I don't like it. But I also like this. Okay, we'll just do that and mostly kill him. Nah, you can't counter it, buddy. We'll ramp and play Huntmaster with this mana. Oh, that is good stuff. Perfect. Yeah, if the Djinn wants to block the token, well, that's okay by me. Keep taking them out. Yeah, shifting hasn't put in much work, and I really should have cut it. Their creatures can block shifting, and so they can target it easily. Yeah, ooh, it's rough. I guess I could cut Xenagos though. Probably. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Got the job done. Had some fun. Smoked them. Again, I don't really want Brotherhood's End, the Djinn, or the Djinn. The Djinn. Man, that's fun to say. 4 toughness. No. Maybe I kind of like Ripjaw. That is pretty nice to fight their things. Yeah, definitely a dead card. I mean, I'll keep it in. I think it was okay. Borderline. Very, very borderline right there. We'll keep it in though. See how it does. I think, yeah. Trim Xenagos. Nylea. Kind of like all those Ripjaws. It's certainly, well, a cheaper creature. Getting that down, lining up nicely with the thing in the ice, the Djinn, the Djinn. That's kind of like a tongue twister. Oh, that's a keeper. Big time. Some of the most oh my, wow, it just keeps getting better. Maybe something is countered, but we'll still do. Okay, good. It's not. Of course, I guess it makes sense to play thing in the ice and then start doing things. Hopefully Huntmaster isn't bounced or something. We get Marauding down for 1, reduce this shifting to 2, and, well, if they let Marauding happen, it might not be good. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Cross your fingers. Hope they only have counter spells that make me pay 1. Oh boy, I think they might. Oh boy, we got it. Ether Gust, maybe. No Ether Gust. Oh boy. Oof. Dirt. They gotta flip that thing in the ice next turn. Which they could. They have a lot of stuff for 1. This is going to be about our best chance at the moment. They have to play a bunch of things. Okay, they certainly could play 3 things for 1 next turn, and then it's not going to be fun. We still might be okay if we can re-land a shifting. We can block the thing in the ice permanently. Awoken Horror, I should say. It's blue, so it doesn't deal any damage to shifting. Ah, I see. Well. Could they have a counter spell for 1? Would shifting just get the job done? Yes, pretty much. Make them cry. Routing, of course, boom. Pumped up to 4. Anything that blocks it goes down. Maximum aggression. How it has to be, I think. Dodge the potential counter spell that was reduced to 1. Maybe they want to block? Boom, yes. Definitely boom. I don't know that they want to go down to 1. Oh. Of course they are going to flip it. That's what's going to happen. And they return the haughty Djinn to their hand, which is pretty nice. So they have to replay it. I like it. They have to do their literal thing this turn. I just hope we get that 4th land next turn. Maybe play 2 things for 1, they bounce the Djinn, then they replay it after. Everything is whoop. Okay, that's something. Interesting. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just replay it. Okay. Now they have to play 4 spells. Strange. Whelming Wave was underwhelming, you could say. Just going to attack. Boom. Oh my goodness. Oh, I had to press that at least once in a night. Okay. I was very worried. Maybe they didn't have anything for 1, so the best move they had was to bounce everything, the thing in the ice itself. Oh, yes, all jokes aside, use Shifting Ceratops in paper, it's bargain bin. I don't think that's quite right because it is so fantastic. It helps you win against the times when you face something mono blue or heavily blue related, as you guys may have seen, or if you're new here, do that. Redeem the cards on Arena, buy your playset in paper. It might be 50 cents, it might be $1, maybe $1 at most. It's not a lot. Pick it up. Start out with Shifting Ceratops. It may not be the absolute best body for 4. Excuse me. Oh, absolutely. And that mono red Dinoless certainly is pretty fantastic. But yeah, certainly you'll face some matchups where you're like, ooh, I want that Carnage Tyrant, or I want the Shifting, or I want the Regisaur Alpha, or Ghalta. You got to be at least a little bit sad that you don't have the Queen. Yeah. Oh my goodness. At least another match. Let's do another match. It's Friday. Yeah, that was good. Shifting puts in work. When you factor in the cost reduction and all the stuff that Shifting does, sometimes you get to play it for 3. Huntmaster, of course, gives Shifting haste, attack with it on turn 3, which is lovely. Yeah, it's pretty nice. This hand, not so much. Maybe I would risk it if it was on the draw. Get to the 3rd land, for that's slow. Too slow. Oh! Well, it is better-ish. We don't have the source of red, unfortunately. We do have the lovely Castle Garenbriggs, though. Gonna have to probably be missing Marauding Raptor. Ooh. Something ramping. Mono. Oh, well. Ask and you shall receive. Beautiful. Okay. Better and better. Simic, Flash. Simic Mutate. Maybe it's Simic Mutate. Ooh. Your guess is as good as mine. I don't need 2 sources of red. Again, I need lots of sources of green. Certainly at least 2 for Castle Garenbriggs' ability. I have 2, but I only need 1 at the moment. Counter spells, something coming up. Yeah. What's going on? I don't think it's devotion. kind of want to play Xenagos. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, okay. Okay, they got nothing. No tax. Xenagos or Polychronos would have just blocked. I wouldn't have lost my creature. Wouldn't have taken it out. But next turn, that Marauding Raptor is going to get big. Massive. Okay. Simic. Devotion. Odd. Never would have guessed. You never know what you're going to see. Maybe this is a regular thing, them splashing blue for Otwara. Do I want to pay 2 life? I don't need to pay 2 life. Yeah. Yeah. No counter spells. Oh, we turn it on. Good, good, good. Make them big. Make them big. Go time. Go time. Make the token really big. I like making the token really big. No. Dinosaur. No. Marauding. Doesn't have trample. Sadly. Maximum aggression. Go, go, go. Okay. Xenagos. We're finally seeing him do the thing. Took a while. Huh? Man. Ooh, that is beautiful. That marauding was nice. Of course, Regis or Alpha, 2 dinos. Gets it to 6. Marauding gets to 12. Gets +6/+6. A 12/9. Oh, they're gonna storm the festival. Something. Oh, okay. Okay. So it is Simic Ramp-ish, Devotion, Hydroid Crassus. Okay, no, it took forever to see the Nykthos. They're a quarter of the way through, and that's, oh, we did it. We did it. I did it. Carnage Tyrant and Xenagos gets the job done, and we have some fun. Oh boy, there you go. That is what I wanted to do at least once tonight. Maximum aggression. Get him. Yes, please. Thumbs up. Yeah. Whew. I don't know that we're going to win game 2 or 3. Devotion decks, mono green Devotion, if that's what you want to call this, is usually rough, but whew, my, oh my. There you go. A very good game indeed. Whew, yeah, it happened. Again, Xenagos make everything big and nasty. It was nice to turn them on to get enough Devotion, and then who doesn't like giving this +7? +7. Nice. Certainly Tyrrnax Rex with Devotion. They would have enough to pay the Ward 4 cost. They probably don't have much or any interaction until they get Karn and they get that Cityscape Leveler. Playing that, they still might be able to pay the Ward 4 after they play or pay 8 for the Cityscape Leveler. However, do I want to do anything? Brotherhood's End probably is the main thing. We see Paradise Druid, okay, plus the elves. Maybe this person is trying out 4 Elvish Mystic and 4 Paradise Druid because they were losing their elves a lot, losing their Llanowar elves, and they don't like it. Maybe they have 4 Elvish Mystic, 4 Llanowar elves, 4 Paradise Druids, 4 Arboreal Grazers. That seems like a lot of overkill. That's a lot of ramp, but you only need to see one of these fantastic payoffs, I guess. I'm kind of tempted to do that. Lukka, they have lots of big creatures. I may not be able to punch through and get the job done. I don't need Lukka's ramp so much because Huntmaster and Marauding probably are going to stick around. They don't interact a whole lot early on. Shifting, I guess technically it could be useful. Oh, we're gonna switch shifting, and Nylea. We gotta, nope. Quick, gotta go quick. Okay. I'm shifting, they're not really blue. Switch it for Ripjaw. Because I brought in Brotherhood's End. We'll see. Phew. It's been a while since I've missed sideboarding. Got sidetracked talking the previous times. Do I like this knowing what they're doing? I still don't. Maybe if something in here was 4 or 3. You know what? I'm going to try it. We're on the draw. We have a few more chances to get some stuff, and it still might not matter because I think we got fortunate. They didn't do too much early on. Oh, they have their own Tyrrnax Rex. Okay, well, T-Rex versus T-Rex it is. Yikes. Scary. Let's hope we get there. Ugh. Okay, well, at least it is marauding and tons of lands. So I still feel pretty good. Maybe we get Xenagos down on turn 4. Don't do anything on turn 3, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, we've got Castle Garenbrig. Okay, this is about to potentially get absolutely gross. I hope. Good. They still only have 5. That's still a lot of creatures. Yes. I think this T-Rex is much cooler. Just that fantastic art. I would like this as a print, a canvas on my wall, giant. That'd be pretty stunning. Can we make something happen? They're at 6. I think they will get to 7 next turn for you-know-who. Brotherhood's End definitely is doing nothing. Absolutely nothing for us. We'll play Xenagos. We'll see if they get to 7. If they get to 7 next turn, well, that's definitely going to be it. Get that concede button ready. Oh. Taking them a while. Oh, okay. Hey, we just didn't do much. Okay. Do I take a Brotherhood's End? We didn't see any of those dorks. Maybe was just a fluke that we didn't see the dorks. Yeah, I think I'll trim it. Just bring in Lukka and 1 shifting. Xenagos makes something big. Then I do Lukka's -4 with whatever that thing is big, 14 or 16 or 24 with Ghalta, and then I take out a lot of their big creatures, which will be quite nice indeed. This hand I'm keeping. I'm trying it out. Nothing for 2, unfortunately, but a decent little bit of ramp here. They've mulliganed once, which is pretty fantastic. I like it. Something for 2. No dork. Good. Maybe they thought we'd bring in some removal. It's always nice to see no dork. Paradise Druid, perhaps. Oh, okay. Well, Huntmaster, unfortunately. Certainly we will go with Topiary Stomper. We'll get ahead by 1. Get her done. Domri plus, actually, Lukka next turn. Makes 2, plays Huntmaster. That is beautiful stuff. That is why I love Lukka. That's pretty good. They have no lands to play. Oh my goodness, this is not going to be good for them. Oh, this specifically, I've got Marauding is a creature for 2. Huntmaster is a creature for 2. Lukka makes 2. That's pretty sweet. I wanted to go the +1 anyways to get him to 4. And if they don't take Lukka out this turn, it's going to be bad. Oh boy. Okay. I don't think they're doing a whole lot. 3 mana at the moment. Oh, Polychronos. Polychronos is certainly something. They might barf a lot next turn. Oh boy. Okay. Alrighty. Actually, never mind. I can just straight up play Ghalta. Oh, folks. That's how you do it. Let me think. Actually, I can go Domri, ramp for 1. Nah. Hasty Queen, yeah. But I'm just trying to see if I can play something plus her. Yeah. -4. Get her done. Have some fun. Bing bang boom. That's what it's all about. That's what I said. Maybe we can get Ghalta. Maybe we can take out so many things. That's how you do it. Reduce their devotion to 2. Woohoo. Woo. Oh my goodness. This I couldn't have asked for anything better. Wow. That is not win more. That is just winning. That's what you want to do. Who would think that you can take out Polychronos and Kiora with the 6 load? Oh, good luck. Oh, hey, shifting Ceratops. Gets the job done. Hey, that's pretty cool. It's nice to see dinosaurs on the opposing side. Phew. Oh, that is sweet. Boom. Boom is right. Boom gets the job done. Okay. Yeah. I couldn't resist not playing that a second time tonight. But yeah, that was a very good point. If you're wondering about the things you can do with Lukka, Topiary Stomper on turn 3 got us to 4. We play Lukka for 4 with that Phyrexian mana. We take 2. We do his +1 to get him back to 4 for a future turn. With that +1, you get to nicely play Huntmaster or Marauding Raptor. Lovely stuff. Maybe you have some other creature for 2. Or you use Lukka's ability, the mana there, for a creature's ability. At later turns, maybe you pump up Rampaging Raptor. Fantastic from March of the Machine. Lovely stuff. Does the trick. Dinos, lots of big things. Lukka at the -4. I really have been loving it. I haven't done the -4 a whole lot, but that is the best case scenario, so it's nice I could showcase it. I don't have to always talk about it. Ooh, you can get Lukka and Ghalta and take out a lot of stuff. We lived it. We got to live it live. I didn't have to try for one little example. It makes it that much better. My battery's about to go. Wow, it's at 20%. But I am going to go for now. I'm happy I did another match. Love it. Love doing this. If you haven't subscribed already, do so. Most of you are, which is fantastic. Yeah, love it. Yes. Have a good night, Pterosaurus. Everybody else watching, A Gamer's Story, nice to see you. Nice chatting as well. Have a good rest of your time zone, wherever you are, whenever you are watching. See you next time. Peace.